here is the Bonka Zonk face case that first caught my attention. I really liked the simplicity of it, and it caught my interest in the store and online when I first saw it. So we've got, this is the Captain America version. There's also a Spider-Man and an Iron Man and possibly more from Series 1. And it's a nice little Tupperware. We've got an open and close on top, probably maybe to lock this sucker. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lock on there. I just take it off. And it carries, let's see, it comes with 4, but you can carry up to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This little thing comes out with your Bonka Zonk figures. And we've got inside here, we've got a target that you can either throw the Bonka Zonks into this cup here for targeting, which almost is easier because these things fly really easy. And then it also comes with one of those code cards for something, a game code for online play, perhaps. Not totally sure, I haven't looked that up yet. Also comes with kind of a Bonka Zonk mission card, and the one I've got here is number 18, and it tells you to kind of press and spin them into a blockade of Bonka Zonks and hopefully into the target. And I imagine each set comes with a mission card like so. And it also comes with your Series 1 guide of Bonka Zonks, available Bonka Zonks. And I'm laughing because there are quite the many to collect for Series 1. So, I mean, what are they going to do when they get to Series 3, you know, the comic book inkers or something, the writers or something, the creators are going to run out of characters by then, even though I know Marvel has a ton of characters. But although I'm sure if this took off, we'll see Bonka Zonks, Star Wars, and other things. But honestly, I think we might see these in the clearance aisle in a few months too. So anyway, that is the face case. So you're asking me, what is a Bonka Zonk like? Well, they're similar to those magnetic weighted beanie toys that have been out and about for the last few years, only now one side is the round part with the weight, and the other part is a very, very simplified design of a body that can stand. So, you know, they're very easily tippable with a slight, you know, finger hit, they flip over. And I think in this case they're almost better than those weighted beanies, because now you can kind of have something to do to topple them over. You can spin them like a top, and you can ram into each other with them. They say you're supposed to press down on them and flip them, but I have a very hard time with that again. You've got to get maybe a bigger table. They've got like a little printed sticker decal going on them. Or is that a direct to print? No, you probably can peel that off. Of each character, like here's Thor, and obviously it's the most basic. On the figure there's a little number too of what figure it is. This is M044, and like Hulk here is M047 to identify them. I don't see anything else like number strengths or anything like that for advanced play. But they're kind of fun. They're silly, and if you get enough of them, I think you might be able to have some good rainy day fun. So those are the figures. Here's a close-up view of Hulk Bonkadonk. He's got some nice glitter inside his green plastic. I was just thinking a missed opportunity of this series is sizes. They're all the same size, and I think it would have been neat had they had maybe 3 different sizes, where Hulk would be large, maybe 2 to 3 times his size. A Captain America type guy would be a medium, maybe this size, and then another figure could have been really tiny, and maybe that would have increased some fun to the gameness of these, because I think you're gonna, after collecting a few of them, you're gonna kind of tire out pretty quickly. But you know, it's one of those games that I think are great for rainy day, and you find them and you just want to throw them around for a while. Okay, time for some live play. Looks like there's a million different ways to play Bonka Zonks. It's all up to your creativity and some of the game cards they give you. But one of the most basic, obviously, is just to see if you could hit a target. So you kind of throw them out there. They do not throw very well. I'm just tossing them. I'm wondering if I just drop them straight down. That might be a little more fun. So you got 50 points. That's probably like cheating, although Captain America just flew out. So yeah, that's your first way of playing. Another way to play is to spin them into obstacles. I've so far been finding it's very hard to spin by pressing down and flipping, so I've been just doing more of a top thing, and even that is really difficult. Trying to get them to spin where you want them to spin, especially for video purposes, very difficult. And Deadpool there didn't even get into the target there. So that's kind of a fun game. Having the other figures prevent your figure from getting in. And you know, Deadpool didn't score, but looks like Captain America got 25 points, if you could say that. Yeah, so spinning them, it's kind of a fun thing to do, because again, you could press down like that, but they just fly out of control. Maybe if you had a really big table, that would work pretty fun. Another challenge of a Bonka Zonks is to stack them, and you've got to not drink a lot of Mountain Dew, because that's what I sure did before this video. And I did better when I wasn't videotaping, obviously. But you know, you're just taking the weight of the toy and stacking them. And I think then you probably would take another one and, whoa, I totally missed. And I totally missed again. And, you know, throw it into the stack that someone spent painful hours stacking. So that's stacking. Because these things are so unbalanced, things can get pretty out of control rather quickly. Like, I mean, they all just start flipping upside down really fast. You can see how they just want to be upside down, and that's kind of fun. Whoa. Again, here is a group blockade, and taking your... hey, that was kind of interesting. Captain America helped Captain America get into the to the target. Whoa. Yeah. So, kind of interesting going on here. My guess is that most of these challenge cards are just going to be too hard to keep your attention, and so the best game to have to play with someone is to just get the container and put it, say, 5 feet, 10 feet away, maybe off a deck or something, and just toss them in. Toss them in from a distance, see if you could get them inside. And look at this, I'm not even able to get them in very well. Okay, there's Captain America for 25 points. There's another, I don't know, it's not in the white line, so maybe that isn't 25. You're gonna have to make your own rules, unless the web has better rules. So this kind of might be kind of fun. Say you have 2 containers, you do the old washers game where you have, you know, them 20 feet apart, and you each try to throw them across the yard into the container for points. That to me is probably the most logical way of playing with these without tearing your hair out. And that's pretty much it of my quick run through with Bonka Zonks. I would say if you're looking for something just strange to play with and you've got, you know, 10 to 12 bucks to throw into something, then what the heck. What's neat about stuff like this is that don't take up much space on your shelves and or drawers or wherever you keep all your action figure related weird things. This carrying case is my favorite set. I would start with that, or actually get a blind pack for a couple bucks just to see if you even like the figures. Then get a carrying case, because then you just take all your stuff, throw it in the case, and you've got a perfect travel kit for the road. It looks like you could even stack these containers, so if I were to get the Iron Man and Spider-Man, I could stack them up. But those are Hasbro's Marvel BonkaZonks. I believe there's a lot of stuff online for them, Battle Online, so there's probably a bunch of other rules and game ideas for them. I just kind of was more interested in the function of the plastic and the weight and how they spun. Okay toy, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It just falls in more of these toys right now where they try to make you buy hundreds and hundreds of these little mini figures, and you got to kind of pick and choose what you want to play with these days. So thanks for watching. If you liked the review, please give me a thumbs up and or subscribe. And that was not even close. Not even close. Getting better. Getting better. And I really suck.